Tashi delay, everybody. Tashi Delek, depending on your dialect. Welcome to Sunday Meditation. I'm so glad to see each and all of you here today. I'm Kathleen Hedrick, one of the volunteers. Before we start the practice, I have a couple announcements. First of all, who's here for the first time? Don't be shy, raise your hands. And look around, you'll see you're not alone. Welcome, welcome. If you have any questions afterwards, please feel free to see anyone with a name tag, okay? All right, well, if you haven't already silenced your phones, please do so at this time and put your phones away so you can be fully present for the talk and meditation. If you must use your phone, please do so outside the meditation hall. We would like to invite you all to join us for our weekly Tuesday events. First, we have the Medicine Buddha practice at 6 p.m. and our public talk at 7 p.m. These are both online and in person. This week, Geshe Phende will speak on the 37 practices of a bodhisattva. On Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m., the Drepung Loseling monks conduct evening prayers for His Holiness the Dalai Lama's long life and other teachers. On Thursdays at 4:30 p.m., the Loseling monks conduct protector puja for smooth journeys, successive interviews, medical treatments, new businesses, etc. We'd like to also invite you to deepen your practice with the Intermediate series. This is led by Geshe Phende and will be starting Saturday, July 25th. This is on Zoom only. It is held once a month through November. This course explores essential Mahayana Buddhist teachings and meditations. This series is designed for those who have completed the Foundation series. Now, this is very exciting. Please plan to join us next Sunday here for our big celebration for His Holiness the Dalai Lama's 91st birthday. Can you believe it? Oh my gosh. So Sunday, July 5th, we will have the monks of Drepung Loseling and the mystical arts of Tibet give the annual long life prayers for His Holiness starting at 10:30 a.m. Afterwards at noon, we will host a community potluck. Please bring a small dish to share. Then on Monday morning, July 6th at 9 a.m., the monks will hold a smoke offering puja outside. Typically, it's in the front here. So please try to join us for one or the other of those activities next weekend. Now, as a reminder, please do not park on the grass along the driveway or behind this building. If the lot is full, overflow parking can be found via Skyline Drive at the John Lewis Elementary School outside of school operating hours. Please only access the school parking lot via Skyline Drive and then walk through to our site. Information on all these events can be found online on our website at drepung.org. If anyone is interested in volunteer opportunities to get more involved in supporting our center and programs, please see our volunteer coordinator, Michael DeFell. If you are interested in becoming a member to support our ongoing programs and to take advantage of benefits like discounts on courses and retreats, applications are available in the library and online. There is a donation box to the entrance of this room. Your generous support helps us to continue to offer programs and services like this to the Atlanta community and around the world through our online platforms. Now, as is our custom, please stand as we invite our resident teacher, Geshe Phende, to come in for today's practice.
So today we'll meditate on compassion to entire beings, right? Specific. There's certain people you may don't like them, right? So specific those people, you hate or you feel something dislike. These are the people very good, the object of your compassion meditation. Reason is, if you sincerely feel love and compassion to the people you don't like them, right? Result of that, it helps you to feel much more peaceful, calm, happy. Because who is disturbing you? So your anger, your hatreds. As soon as when you feel angry to any beings, as soon as when you feel that anger, what is going to do? That anger disturbs your mind. And not only disturbed it, this anger slowly, it may affect to your physical reaction, your speech. Slowly, your action, your behavior is turned into violent, negative. So when you act negative, right? When you use negative words, what is going to do? It's actually a destroyer, your dignity, right? Your values, or your reputation, your fame, right? Everything, your friendship, everything will be destroyer. Destroyer by whom? By your own anger, your own hatred. So, living with anger and hatreds, and specific, there's one another emotion called self-centered, selfish mind. When these emotions really arise, it will ruin everything. It will destroy your everything. So that is why, if you really want to live happy life, right, a peaceful life, it's not only depend on money, power, or position, or what do you call external materials. Of course, external material can serve us something, but not only, by external. It's also very much coming with individuals' mental level, mind. It's very, very important. So the majority, we really not understanding how important to take care of one's own mind. Because of lack of understanding our emotion, our mind, so we really don't know how to take care of our mind. And we have any what you call desire to interest or to take care of one's own mind. So not taking care of one's mind, result of that, even externally, how much you success, how much you gain, your mental pain, your emotional pains constantly there. It never change. One after one, right? Fear, worry, anxiety, depressions, stress, loneliness, all kinds of different aspects of the mental pains and sufferings we've been experiencing. Doesn't matter, you may find better job, or maybe before 10 years, after 10 years, maybe your physical materialistic life may be a little bit better education, better skill you may have. But at the same time, your mental pain is still there. And it didn't change it. It's constantly experiencing. So why these mental pains? Why I always easily to feel stress, to feel depression, to feel anxiety if you encounter with any little external problems, right? Easily, very easily hurts your mind, very easily to feel something inner pain. Why it is become very easy, to experience this mental pain? Because of these destructive emotions are still very strong there. You have still very strong destructive emotions. So as long as destructive emotions there, your mental pains will always be there. So that is why what we need to do in order to live happy and peace, not only material, also we have to go mental balance. External material, internal your minds go balance. You take care, your life is much, much better. Much better, what that mean? Much better doesn't mean I have a better car, I have a better job, I wear better whatever dress. That doesn't mean that. Better means I'm much more happier than before. My mind is much more peaceful. Our family relationship is much better now. We are much happier now. We are more harmony. That's the called better life, right? Better life, which means that. Otherwise, your day-to-day life is always too much problem, individual suffering, as a family, the too much drama every day, constantly. Then externally, you can drive very fancy car. I don't know these names of this car. They may have something, but whatever name you put it there, right? Fancy car or fancy dress or wherever you go, as long as reality is you are suffering, your families are suffering, then what's the point? It's pointless. So as a human beings, our fundamental desire is very simple. We all have same, which is called innate, natural desire. It's that desire is not influenced by society or religions or culture. It's by birth we have one desire called wish to live happy and peace, right? That's we have. Wish to live in peace and happiness is not influenced by anybody. It's by birth we have. Whatever lifestyle we choose, supposed to be all of this is for sake of happiness, right? It's no doubt. It's everything this, whatever lifestyle you're choosing, you want to be artist, you want to be business, or whatever life you choose, right? Is the main, our aim, the goal is for happiness, right? That's our goal. So if you not reach that, if you're not happy, then whatever things you gain it didn't work. You not get it, right? So it's lost. You don't get that achievement. And then finally, we all have to go, right? The death is our part of life. Nobody can stop it, right? It's just this life short. Why not just during this lifetime be happy, enjoy individual, the people where you live with your family or whoever, right? And then when the times you have to go, you don't need to feel regret, right? It's happy to go. So during the day, always stress, always problem. Too much individual not happy and creating problem to other people in the society. Everywhere right? Then you are suffering, others suffering. Doesn't matter externally how much you gain. It's your life is become very unfortunate life. Then dying with too much regret is not good life, right? So that is why all this problem started from where? What's the mistake? Mistake come from where? Mistake is within your heart. There's one emotion called self-centered attitude, selfish mind. It's a very, very deep, right? It's influence. You can just look yourself, always thinking about me, right? That's all. So this self-centered, this emotion makes oneself what you call the very narrow-minded, right? It's only think about you, only one person, right? Me, that's all. So living with very narrow-minded, that person becoming more easier to feel anger, to feel jealousy, to feel arrogance, right? If you gain something little better, right, little bit good, gain your business or people praise you, something little bit you gain, too much arrogant. It grow ego too much. Then other people, when they become something success, you feel jealous to them, right? So doesn't matter, you gain better, other, for you always negative mind, either arrogant, either anger, either attachment. If you something nice, beautiful, good, attach. If you something you don't like it, unattractive object, anger. Right? All these emotion, negative emotions. And each of these emotion arises. What is going to do? First reaction is it disturbs your mind. Right? First reaction. As soon as when you feel anger, for instance, as soon as when you feel anger, what is going to do? It disturbs your mind, right? You enjoying, very happy. Soon as when this emotion arises, the anger, your happiness is gone, right? It's already feels something pain inside there. So these destructive emotions are really danger. It's really, really destroying your own true happiness, real peace, real happiness. So that's, as a human beings, very important to recognize that. If you really not control your destructive emotion, your whole life will disturb you constantly. We've been experienced that many, the pain and suffering. Of course, there are external conditions around there, but the root causes is one's own destructive emotion. And this is very, very important. Each of us, we need to understand that. External things, everybody doing. Everybody focusing externally, how to make nicer, how to make better. In the society level, individual family level, right? All this technology we're using to try to make better and better and better. And it's getting better, better, better. But human problem, we never solve it. It's still increasing, right? Like first time when the first computer come, just to open that computer, it takes 15 minutes or 10 minutes, just for open, right? It's huge big box. It takes longer. We have no problem. People are still exciting. Today the computers, how much faster, how much is developed it. It become much smarter, right? It can do more things than before. The people who use this computer now, these people become much happier? Of course not. More stress, more angry, more frustrating, right? It's same issue, same problem. Maybe the external thing is much faster, the things comes much faster than before, but the human problem is not solved. It's not only there. We're thinking it's not fast, that's why we suffer. It's not. It's also here. There's something there inside. So that's very hard to recognize. In general, society not knowing that much about that, individual level, that's why we are still not very late, very, what you call late on our mental process. Still, very, very weak, not enough. So late, that is why mentally, majority people suffer. Sometimes when you look carefully, because there are the people who lives in solitary, meditating. It's simple. They don't have this fancy technology. Eating simple, living very simple. People who live with a very smart technologies around there. Sometimes when I talk with each of these people, the people who live with the advanced technology, very stressful, very angry, feel loneliness. There's so much mental pain. Everything they have, foods, everything fast, they can get it, everything. But the individual level, when you talk and stay with them, so much pain, so much stress, so much anger, so much feel like mentally, even sometimes they cannot sleep well. People who don't have that much living there, of course, externally they have struggled to do things, even just make one simple food, it take hours and hours. But when you sit with them, talk with them, they're very calm, laughing, smiling, joyful. They put head on the pillow, instantly slept, right? So really life, externally, they are not that much, but the real life, these are the people who live with a very happy, very peaceful, very harmony with all of them, friendly. People who live with a very smart technology have lots of issues. So that's how we should learn. It's the happiness is not only there, it's also very much from the mental state. So that is why now we should learn from our past, those great scholars who spent so much time about the mental emotion, how can we take care of this emotion mind. They have lots of information. They've been living with this practice. Because of that, they themselves live with a very happy and peaceful, not only themselves, through their influence to many other people, right, who live with a very peaceful, even they have many externally challenge they have, but mentally, they're still very happy and peace. Individual level, as a family members, as a societies. So what kind of special, they have a kind of unique skill is they're learning about the emotion, the mind. They're realizing there's the mind called compassion to others, be love to others. So you feeling compassion to love to other, you will not going to lose anything, right? You don't need to spend even one penny there. Just feel love and compassion to other, what you're going to get it. You gain so much inner, the peace, calmness. Feel like every being as your family. Like this big world, right? Entire beings who live in this world, like you can create, you can feel the same family. If you have that kind of feeling, wherever you go, right? Not fear, not worry, always very calm. Not only calmness, your physical behavior, everything's are very, very harmonic, humble, very nice, respect attitudes. So live with this kind of attitude, this kind of mindset. Just having that, it can bring so many people, right, who likes you, who wants to stay with you, who wants to make friend with you, right, who wants to share. So you become too much arrogant, too much ego, too much anger. You are the one chasing out everybody, right? You chase out everybody, then result of that, what you gain? You gain the suffering of loneliness. Right? That comes that way. So therefore, this emotion, anger, selfish, shifted to change to the love and compassion. When you really change it, your whole life is changed. Whole life change doesn't mean today I wear this cloth, next time my cloth is changed something, golden cloth or something. It's not about that. What they change with, where you're seeing the world is completely changed. Before you're seeing everything's bad, everything's negative, irritated, right? Now it changed, everything's is beauty, right? Friendly. So because you changed that glasses, you put the sunglasses, blue color, everything you see the blue, right? Doesn't matter how much you paint it in there, white color, yellow color, you still see blue color. Because this blue color, the glass you wear, right? Then you change it to put it into yellow color glass, then everything you see the yellow. Doesn't matter how much you change outside there. Same, you wear the anger glasses, selfish glasses, everything you see that way, negative. Everything is bad. You ended up with everything horrible. Imagine that kind of life. You put it yourself is very difficult. So to change to the glasses of love and compassion to all beings, everything's friendly. Doesn't mean there's no bad things, right? Bad thing, trouble around there, seeing through your love and compassion glasses, it's a very different feeling, very different feeling. That is why happiness is not only relying on external material, it's also very much depend on our mental attitude, the mental state. So to take care, to grow, because as a human being, we all have seed of compassion. Everybody has that by nature, biological. We have compassion, we have love. Now we need to grow that. You need to take care, nurturing your love and compassion to grow that. So each of these love and compassion is growing more, you can see the world completely different. You can experience completely different. Your education, your skill, your talent, whatever you have, it goes right way. Everything's becoming causes of peace, happiness. Otherwise, very high educated, very good talented, but they're used by too much greed, too much arrogance, too much selfish. Then this important education used by a negative mind, it can harm more people. It can hurt, it can create big problems, right? So the education is very, very important. But finally, education, to bring the true happiness, it's also mental love and compassion are the one who can able to use your education, your talent into the right way to bring peace and happiness. That's why these love and compassions are really, really important. So I just first want to talk about why these compassions are important. It's not from religious perspective. It's our day-to-day life. It's very important. Now next, if this is very important, how should we cultivate compassion, right? How should we increase? So in order to cultivate the compassion, first, what's meant by compassion, right? From the Buddhist, according to the Buddhist psychology perspective, compassion in the Sanskrit, which is called karuna, which means it's simple desire. It's not about physical action. It's one part of your mental factor, which is called wish or the desire. So what they're wishing, compassion is wishing every entire beings free from suffering. That wish them to be free from suffering and the causes of suffering, including animals, including little creatures like fly and anything who are seeking happiness, right? Any being who has wish to be happy, wish to be free from suffering, based on their interests, you wish them to be free from suffering. That's called compassion. You wish them to have happiness. That's called love, right? Love and compassion. Compassion is wish others be free from suffering. Love is wish others to have happiness. So these two qualities, if you improve, if you really cultivate, develop, result, it's benefit to you. Really helps you so much. Even huge, big struggle, you have problem, you have externally, you deal with this problem out of love and compassion, very different way. At the moment you stay with very peaceful mind, remain with a very peaceful mind, it gives you inner strength, helps to build your inner strength to deal with these problems. Too much selfish. Then when you encounter with this external problem, you feel so depressed, inner very weak, right? Inner weakness, very difficult to, challenge with this problem. So therefore, compassion is you voluntarily seeking not only your suffering, entire being suffering. You always do not want suffering. Same, each and all of them. Through your own experience, each and all of them do not want suffering, right? This little creature like a fish in the river or wherever they're going, this little creature, every movement, she don't like suffering. She's scared, right? You throw the one stone on that river, this little fish, what they're going to do? They run away, right? But they're scared. Exactly the same emotion. Through your own, somebody when they hurt you, you don't like them, right? Then same, you hurt them, they don't like you. So you always want to wish free from suffering. Same, all of them had that same desire. You have a right, right? You have a right to overcome your suffering. Each of these sentient beings has exactly the same right, right? To have overcome their suffering through understanding the other's emotion, other's feeling. So you wish them to be free from suffering. That wish, when you really feel it, after a few seconds, after a few minutes, you look your own mind. It's very calm, very different level, very peaceful. It changed to stop your behavior, to harming to other beings, right? It really changed you. So therefore, that kind of wish, to cultivate that kind of compassion, first, what we need to do, because right now when you look at that kind of feeling of compassion, certain people you can feel quite easily, right? Certain people very difficult, specific the people you really don't like. For them, it's very difficult to feel, right? But that doesn't mean it's impossible. If you train your mind, you can feel it. Main point is, if you feel that to the people you don't like it's benefit to you. For them, it doesn't matter. You feel compassion, love, or you feel angry. To this guy, it's not going to change anything. Right? It's not going to be affected. So you have to be really smart to think. But for you, huge differences. If you sincerely feel love, compassion, makes you happy, right? Feel calm. If you feel anger, hatred, it suffers, it hurts you, harms you. So through those reasons, even it's difficult to feel compassion to them, but I have to feel compassion. If you really want to live happy in this planet, I have to learn that, right? So now, how should I feel compassion to those? So there is another meditation, which is called mind of endearment, the meditation on mind of endearment. In the Buddhist term, which is called affection, love, which is mind of endearment, what that means? That means your feeling towards other is kind of feel close to them, right? Feel dear, seeing others as a lovable, that kind of feeling, right? Your own family, your own friends, you feel that, right? You feel them very close, you're seeing them very lovable. That's how you feel dear. So when you feel dear towards them, you feel easily to feel compassion to them. So the people you don't like, you do not have feel dear to them. You're mentally very distant. So when you remain distant, compassion is very difficult. So first, we need to work with that mind of endearment. So how can we feel mind of endearment towards those people you don't like? Is remember their kindness, remember their good qualities. Every being has good qualities, right? We're not seeing doesn't mean they do not have them, because we are not looking this good quality sides. So if you not look there, you will not going to see these things. So every being has something good quality. First simple thing is, entire beings, including the people you don't like, their fundamental desire, their nature is very pure. They just want to live happy and peace, right? That nature is very innocent, very pure nature. That's every being has exactly the same since by birth, right? When the people you don't like, when this guy, when he first born, the little baby, when he suffer, cry, right? That means the little baby don't like suffering. So they have that nature. Do not worry. Every movement of his body is for comfortable. When they feel comfortable, they're quiet, they sleep. So that's how we learn, by birth, they have this nature, wants to live happy in peace. That's a very pure quality. Every being has that, right? So we should understand this good quality they have. From the Buddhist perspective, which we call every being has Buddha nature, right? According to Buddhist philosophy, every being, so believer, non-believer doesn't matter. Every being has called Buddha nature. Means there's an innocent, that kind of desire. There's potential, right, to become one of the best person. Every being has same potential, right? So all this problem, all this drama, right, where they're coming from? Is that person is bad or something else? It's from their anger, hatred, right? Their arrogance, their greed, called destructive emotion. These are the one destroy them. Look yourself. You do not want to shout to the people, right? You want to be nice. You want to show beautiful face. You do not want to show ugly, scary face to other people, right? But when you become angry, what do? You show all this ugly, scary face, right? You use all this harsh word. You have no power. The anger taking over you and destroy you, right? You feel guilt after. You feel regret, right? After showing all this violence. That means individual, the person do not want that. Same every beings. But the destructive emotions are too powerful, taking over. And that's how make wrong decision, make a wrong action, themselves suffer, others suffering. All of these complain to their distracted emotion. Not that person is same like you. That's how you should look at it, right? Then most important other part is remember the kindness. So yourself today, whatever you have, the food you eat, the shelter where you live, right? What you call the education, your talent, whatever you have, all of these come from where? It's from others, right? When you're born, your body is naked, nothing. Your brain is empty, right? It's nothing. Everything comes from others. Not only your parents, not only teacher, right? It's every being. Just for education, you think about the education system, the textbook, the school, classroom. All this money come from where? Right? Government get money from where? Individual people. So somehow, directly, indirectly, right, you receive benefit from them. The road where you're driving, the electricity you're using, right, the dress you're wearing. I always remind you, just one piece of cookies you're eating, you're enjoying, but that cookie, when you really look at where they're coming from, hundreds of people, from farmer first who plant the seed, right? There's many process, factories and all these people. Finally, it's ended up on your table. You are the one enjoying. And that cookie come from hundreds of people behind there. Imagine how many cookies you eat in your life, right? How much food you eat it. So somehow receiving these benefits from all of them, that's how you should remember others' kindness, others' good quality. Through that, then you can cultivate mind of endearment. So when you got that, then compassion is easy, right? Then everybody has struggle, problems, physical, mental, emotional. Everybody has problems. So through that, you wish entire beings be free from suffering. That desire arises, then hold it, right? Just live with that desire. So that's called compassion. So now we're going to start the actual meditation. So during this meditation, make sure you really, really try to focus on feeling of the compassion. Okay, now first you can keep your physical body very relaxed, comfortable, but your spine remain very straight. And most important part is everybody make sure, try to not make any noise. Try to keep very silent. That's the most important part for helps to the others. And keep your physical comfortable with spine straight. As soon as when you hear the sound of the sinking ball, you should fully concentrate on the sound. Okay, now a few seconds, keep your mind just like a space, empty. Don't engage to any external objects. Then slowly focus on your breath. When you inhale, you should be fully aware you are inhaling. Same when you exhale. So keep your mind on present moment of your breath. Inhaling with the mindful, exhaling with the mindful. Slowly, when your mind is calmed down, now you should visualize yourself as a leader and surrounded by entire beings in the form of human. At your right, you should visualize your friends, the family, the people you feel close. They are sitting beside your right. In front of you, the people you don't like, they are sitting beside front of you. And your left, visualize, called the neutral beings, which means you know them, but you do not have any close or distant relationship. Neighbors, co-workers, whoever, around 5 to 10 people at your left. And rest of entire beings visualize at your back or they surrounded you. Now you should look all of those people. They have different lifestyle, but the simple thing is their fundamental desires are completely same as yours. You always want to live happy, peace, and you do not want suffering. That's your fundamental desire. Same, all of them. Your friends also have that. Your enemies in front of you, same. Neutral beings, entire beings. Just try to understand our fundamental desires are completely same. And that shows entire beings that their fundamental nature is very pure, very innocent, just wants to live happy in peace. So all these problems in this world, which we've been experiencing, it's created by the destructive emotions. Like your destructive emotion, how much it creates, how much it destroys you. Same each and all of them. The destructive emotions are the one who creating all these problems. The persons are same like you, just wants to live happy in peace. So try to understand that. Specific the people you don't like, make sure you really understand. These people are also same like you, they really want to live happy, peace. Whatever they're creating problem is from their destructive emotion. Their destructive emotions are not them. Your anger, your egos are not you. Same like that. Upon that, how much you receive benefit from the others. Mentioned earlier, the food you eat, all those variety types of the foods and drink you been utilizing, it's from others. the shelter where you live, the dress you're always wearing, and your educations, the talent you have, the positions you have, reputation, fame, whatever you have, it's also because of others. Entire beings. The road where we will be driving, electricity you're utilizing, so everything's. So without them you will not going to be survive. So remember all this kindness you receive from others, and through that you should generate the mind of endearment. Means feel dear to them, feel appreciate to them, feel gratitude towards all of them, through that you're seeing them as lovable. And generate the mind of endearment, sense of closeness, how much you feel close to your families, how much you feel dear to your families and friends, exactly that same type of sense of closeness, and feel dear to entire beings, including the people you don't like. So meditate on mind of endearment. So all those dear sentient beings are same like you, who is really seeking happy life, successful life, and do not want suffering at all, some like you. But unfortunately, because of influenced by their anger, attachment, jealousy, arrogance, self-centered, and so forth, called destructive emotions, this mental disease, they change way of their action, behave negative, they act wrong, mistake, and that's why the result, every beings experience physical sufferings, mental sufferings, emotional sufferings. And you should look in general, entire individual level, as a family, so much problems, as a societies, the nations, sometimes they have war. So all kind of these suffering, you just think about entire beings are the victim of these sufferings. And the most of their suffering is the mental. And nobody sees these sufferings. Suffering of stress, depressions, fear, worry constantly, anxiety, loneliness, frustration, and so much mental pain, So think about all this suffering to entire beings. And through that, you should generate, I wish each and all of them be free from sufferings and the causes of sufferings, which are the destructive emotions. It's called the compassion. So meditate on compassion to entire beings, including the people you really don't like. And it's not just think, not just visualize. Maybe it's important to feel from your heart. You sincerely wish everybody free from suffering and causes of sufferings. So when you feel that compassion, just remain with that feeling, just hold it. And that feeling toward every beings equally. Wish each and all of them be free from suffering and causes of sufferings. Wish entire beings be free from suffering and causes of sufferings. And that feeling is not just thinking and visualize, you sincerely coming from your heart. Wish each and all of them be free from suffering and causes of sufferings. And that really powerful compassion you feel, so that compassion you have, the merit and virtues you accumulate through this meditation, should visualize all of these compassion merits a form of smoke at your heart. And when you exhale, you release the smokes with your breath. And when the smoke comes out from your nose, it goes through 10 directions, and is spread to all over the universe. And entire beings, when they're inhaling, they take their smokes with their breath, and they release all their suffering and causes of sufferings. So that you need to visualize, out of compassion to all beings, you should take a deep breath and release them. Once again, out of compassion to all, take a deep breath and release. Out of compassion to all, take a deep breath and release. Should visualize all your compassion merit to share to entire beings. Soon as when they take these smokes, they release all their sufferings and causes of sufferings. Through that, you should visualize entire beings remain very peace. And you should rejoice. So these compassion meditation, the silent meditation, we do only 20 to 25 minutes. And the most important part is before that 20 to 25 minutes, I talk. This is which is called analytical meditation. You're thinking about this topic, and that helps to feel the compassion. Actual meditations, you have to feel it, but the feeling is very difficult. It's not easy to come. So that's why talk and you listen carefully and thinking, usually actually it's already meditating, which is called analytical meditation. You're analyzing. So feeling is when you're silent, when you meditate, then you focus on feel that compassion, not just think. Right? During the talk, you're thinking, you're analyzing. So use that, and when you actually meditate, you experience that, you feel it. So, and this kind of meditation, it's good to do short period first. Don't try to stay very long, because then, of course, you cannot do it. Then your mind just jumps everywhere, here, there, then wasting the time. Time is not important. The quality is the most important. Then when you really experience this meditation, then slowly you can increase the time, right? So the quality is, even you feel 20 seconds, really good. It's something goes deep in your heart, it's nurturing, it heals you. You know, everybody has something, the deep of your heart, you're holding something, right? Either anger, hatred, pain, stress. The deep, they have this. So when you feel compassion to other beings, not only you, everybody has these issues, the problems. You're thinking about, care about others' suffering, it releases your pain inside there. So when you start the feeling, then it starts releasing the pain you're holding. Otherwise, most of the time when we have deep of that pain, we are not cleaning that. We are not taking out, dig down and cleaning. What we do? We're hiding, right? We just put something, hide it. So think something, do this, or go there and drink or smoke or something, right? Go out and to play, and we hide it. Doesn't mean it's gone, right? It will come up. I always use the example, when the cat poop, cover the sands on there. But that doesn't mean there's no poop. it's still there, right? You just cover it. It's deep there, they're still there. It's always irritating. When little circumstances comes, it pops up again. Little things comes, it bring it back again. So it's very fragile life. It's easily disturbed. So this meditation, when you look, you feel deeper level and thinking about others suffering, not only me, right? Every other being have their own issues, their own problem. I really sincerely care to others suffering. That kind of wish, when you feel it, it brings your mind much bigger. Otherwise, I'm the only the one, I'm the loser, I'm the this or that, getting worse and worse. It's not helps you. So you thinking about others, you open the heart. So that's why the talks are first important, to hear and think more. Then actually you meditate, you can focus to really feel from your heart. So of course one meditation will not going to change it. It takes a time, many times. Then each time when you do little bit, so when they clean it, it cleans from the bottom level, very deeper level. It's a very pure, change it completely from the bottom pains. So that's why this compassion meditation need the what you call patience, right? Not just the result should be fast. If the result comes very fast, maybe it's not good. There's something wrong there. That's hardest causes, then result is very good. Very easy causes, the result something is not good. There's something wrong there. So it's take a time, but it's important to during this meditation is really focused to feeling. Then finally, this meditation when you're doing, each time you're hearing, at least the one of the real change, what we need to change is avoiding to harming to other beings. That's the first, the result of compassion. To feel hesitate harming in any beings, right? Don't harm to any other. Even thinking, wish to harm them is the violent. Violent not from the Buddhist perspective, it's not only outside you take a stick and hit them, right? It's not only that. Of course, this is one. Violence is also from heart. Even wish to harm them, wish them to be suffer. These kind of harmful intents are the violent. These are the one creating what they're going to do. It disturbs you. So the compassion meditations try to change that, that kind of thoughts. So that always be aware, be mindful, right? Or I'm thinking something bad to other people. That's not good. I think there, but this thought is here. It's not there. Thought is here in my body. What is going to do? It hurt me, right? I feel angry. I feel angry to some other guy there, but the guy is there, but the anger is here, right? What is going to do? It's harm, it burn you here. So that's how it is. So always be mindful about this emotion. Then when they arises, you're already aware, this thinking is not going to harm the other, but it's hurt myself. So why you think this way? So try to avoid these things. So be aware about your emotion, and your mind will tremendous helps your day-to-day life. It's really helpful. Okay, thank you.